As an entrepreneur, we've all experienced some kind of bottleneck, constraint, challenge in our business. And today we want to discuss the 5 most common constraints as entrepreneurs, as business owners that we experience and that I experience and that you experience. One of the biggest challenges is how do we deal with those constraints? How do we deal with those bottlenecks? And then how is that going to help push and move our business forward? And so many times I've found working with different entrepreneurs and coaching them and consulting for their companies is they just don't know how to manage or how to move forward when they run into those bottlenecks or those constraints. Today we're going to dive in and we're going to find the most 5 common constraints that entrepreneurs encounter. And so I'm Josh Felber. I'm excited to talk to you today in our Coming Together, Working Together, Succeeding Together series. And how do you overcome a constraint? So I've owned 15 different companies since I was 14 years old. So I've run into some kind of challenges or constraints along the way. And for me, I've had a variety of either not a lack of capital at some points, maybe not taking action, moving forward and taking action. Could have been, employee constraints, not having enough employees to grow and to scale quickly enough, or maybe finding the right employees. What I've done when it comes to overcoming constraints is, for example, I've owned several CrossFit gyms for 3 or 4 years now, and we've run into all kinds of constraints. Never really had a lack of capital constraint. We've always done really well from a capital standpoint up until a few years ago, and ended up having to buy my business partner out, and as well as him taking half of the equipment and everything else. So we had to come up with a large amount of capital up front to buy him out of the business, as well as replace all that equipment and everything that we were losing in the business. And so I guess I had several different options. One, we could scale down and, try to figure out how to manage 300 plus people in our business. Or I could figure out a way to go out, raise some capital through private investors. Or I could have gone out and just got a working capital loan for my business. But the key is I took action. And so that's another common constraint, is not taking action. So to get started here, 5 common business constraints as entrepreneurs that I see when consulting or coaching with my clients. Number 1 is the lack of capital. A lot of times businesses take off and they start growing and they, find something that they love and it just explodes and takes off. And they have revenue and sales coming in, but maybe the profitability is not there yet because they're, reinvesting the money. But then they just, don't have that capital to take it to that next level, to scale that business to really capture what they want to do and to hit that home run that they're looking for. And so first, how do we find that capital? So the first thing that we can do is we can either look for a working capital loan, we can look to bring in some friends and family money. There's a couple different options that allow us to bring some capital in the business. So if we go out and we get a working capital loan, the SBA has a great program that allows your business to get a working capital loan, then expand that business to really grow, maximize purchasing equipment, maximizing, creating sales or, hiring people and giving you the capital to really leverage your business. So that's a really good way to go. Friends and family is another option as well. A lot of times I like to take investments from friends and family, and it just creates friction and issues later down the road. The other option would be private investors. Private investors is another good option that you can take a look at as well. And then there's other lower tier capital funding options are if you're taking credit cards in your business, there's different companies that will advance you cash on your credit card sales in your business, and then you repay that back through a percentage over a certain period of time. So number 2 that I always have usually come across in businesses is systems and processes. So as entrepreneurs, and we're starting out, and we're go, 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 and really taking it and going after it, a lot of times we forget to put those systems and processes that move our business forward, that allow us to move efficiently and also maintain that time and freedom that we want to have as well. Especially working with our spouse in business. They take on some of the duties, we take on some of the duties, and there's no real system or process. Everybody's just kind of doing their thing, and they don't know who's doing what or what directions everything's going. And once we get those systems and processes in place, it'll really streamline what we are doing, what you are doing. It'll really streamline your business and allow your business to grow efficiently and to expand and scale properly. Number 3 would be fear. Fear of taking action, fear of moving forward. And what it really all boils down to when it comes to fear is, as entrepreneurs, many times you're scared. You're scared to take that next step. You're scared to take that risk. Even though it may be a calculated risk, you're not sure of the outcome. And so one of the next largest hurdles that I see is the fear itself. So how do we bust through that fear? How do we crush and dominate fear and take control of it? So first thing we have to do is, what is the risk that we're taking? Well, the risk is that we're trying to grow our business, where we need to take action to move forward. And maybe it's the unknown. It's the unknown of what we're moving forward into, or that creates that fear and that allows us not to take action. And so let's put down on paper, what are we going to accomplish? What are we looking to do by taking that next step or moving forward in that progress or that space that we're looking to do? And what is our goals and what we're looking to accomplish? And that'll start to get us a clear vision. And then by having that clear vision, we can then determine, hey, what is our outcome? What do we want that outcome to look like? And then that's going to allow us to prepare and plan and create a roadmap to move forward. Number 4 is online marketing. So many times as a business that you are opening up, we don't know how to get on the market. We think, oh, we'll set up a Facebook page or shoot out some Instagram photos and that sort of thing. But to really dominate the space with your online marketing, there's a whole system, there's a whole process that you need to have for your business to really make it happen, to take action and start driving leads. And as well as driving leads to your business is then converting those into sales for your business. And one of the first things we have to do is start building a list. So many times I've worked with entrepreneurs with my consulting, and they're like, build a list? Oh, what do you mean? And so it's collecting emails, it's collecting the information of people that are interested in your products or your services. And through building that list, that's going to allow us the best online marketing position that we ever would have. Better than Facebook, better than Twitter and Instagram and all those, is building your list. It's through building our list, that's going to create the value. That's going to create the opportunity to serve our clients. That's going to allow us to deliver optimal information to them, exactly what they're looking for. So start by creating your list with online marketing. And then we can get into all the different social media and systems to create ads and do keywords and SEO and everything else. Through our online marketing, that's going to then drive more leads to our business to then convert and drive and generate more sales. Number 5, staff management. So you're like, whoa, employees, I got to hire employees. What am I going to do? And we got to figure out best ways to hire and manage our staff, as well as fire the people, get rid of the people that are not working out, that are bringing the business down, creating cancer in the company. So first thing is we got to hire. So we want to hire slow. We want to take people through a rigorous process to make sure they're the right candidate that matches up with your mission, that matches up with your values, and that's looking to move the company forward towards your focus, towards your dreams. Then, once we find those right people, is getting them in, making sure they're properly trained, and we're positioning them in an area of their strengths to utilize and catapult and move the business forward in those areas. Then, if we come across and we get all confused, maybe we've hired a bad person and, or just not somebody that's the right fit for our company, we just got to let them go. We got to move them out the door and stop hanging on to them. And so many times with business owners, probably yourself especially, is hanging on to those employees that are not moving your business forward, not helping you push that needle forward, and not aligning with your vision as towards where you want to take your company. So definitely leave me a comment below. Let me know, what is the biggest constraint in your business? What is keeping you from moving forward? And if you know what that is and you've solved it, let us know what that solution that you came up with and what you utilize to move your business forward. I'm excited that you were able to connect with me today, learn about constraints for your business, how to overcome those, and how to move your business forward. So in our next series, we're going to talk about communication tips, how to communicate with your staff, how to communicate and empower and move your employees forward, as well as your partner, how to create that whole unified solution of communication for you and your business. So until next time, think about this: the greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. And what does that mean to you? Get out, be extraordinary, and live a supercharged life.